What's going on, guys? Bao here, back with some Mutant Genetic Gladiators. So let's get into this. Today we're going to be checking out Chrome and Cables, and yeah, this is going to be a breeding event for cybers. So as you can see, there are a ton of different cybers. I don't know if that's all of them, but there are 3 on this one that I actually need. So, well, technically I need 2. The third one I don't really need, but at some point we're probably going to need it. So make sure you guys at least go for these, especially Big Boss at the bottom. He is definitely one you want to get. I think, I forgot his name, it's Altruis, I think, or something like that. I know it starts with the A up at the top. That is the other one I need. And then the Spinner Fury one, I don't, you technically don't need it yet, but I don't have it either. So those are the 3 I'm going to go for, and we're hoping to actually get some, but I have a ton of gold, so it's really not an issue of gold. It's a matter of how long it's going to take me to get it. I've seen some people saying they used like a couple thousand, or upwards of 1,000 I should say, and didn't actually pull any characters. So that is pretty concerning to me, especially since I need 3 of them. If I can get 2, I just want the 2 bingo ones. The Spinner Fury one, not too concerned about. But like I said, I still want it just because I don't have it. So yeah, and then of course, I think by the time you guys get this video, it should be over. The event should be over, so that was my bad. Because it came out the day after my birthday, and then it didn't last that long. It was 2 days. That was basically about it. And we're in the last couple hours of the event, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But basically all you're going to want to do, depending on what you want to go for, if you're wondering why I'm just using Cyber Saber, it's because I think 3 of the characters actually need, wait, I'm trying to think, is Spinner Fury Cyber Saber? I think it is actually. This works, come on. There we go. Yeah, so 3 of the characters I need, 2 for sure. The Big Boss one and the Altruis one, I think that's its name. I'm not too sure. I know it's ALTRA. No, I forgot how they spell it. That's why I can't remember the name exactly. I know it was something like that, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was. So let's hope I'm saying it right, because I am not too sure. Another thing you could actually do besides doing this, you could go to so instead of me using like this one here, let me just fill this one real quick. You could actually go to the Saber page. I've seen a ton of people actually using Botboa and actually it working out for them, so I'm gonna try that out. Of course, as you guys seen, some cost a little bit more and some cost a little bit less. If you find one that's cheaper, I mean, I would stick with that one until you get one of the characters, and then when you get one of the characters, maybe switch it up. Because it seems like sometimes once you get a character, it's insanely hard to get another character with the same set. So I would switch it up and try different characters, try different things to get it to work. You know what, I'm gonna go the other way around. I'm gonna go this and then X27. Where's X27 at? Where'd it go? Basically, we're looking for Cyber Saber. Why did it go all the way to the bottom? That's weird. For mine, if you guys are going for the other characters, because there was a few other characters on that list. Oh, 7, perfect. Then you would go depending upon their gens. So don't use the same setup I'm using. I would use, is that one of the rare characters? No, because I'm using him technically, so I would have got him. I don't know, let me see the thing again. Like him, he's a Saber, I mean, he's not a Saber, he's Cyber Zoomorph, so the Saber gen wouldn't work. I can't remember him. I believe he's Cyber, maybe he's Cyber. I don't know. I already have him, so I'm not worried about getting him. But the two that I need are Cyber Sabers, so I might as well just keep using those two instead of like I could probably use like this and then maybe this. Maybe that'll work. So that's why I keep using the same two. And if you guys are going for the other ones, sorry, I'm not going to be going for those because I don't really want to waste gold. As you guys can see, it takes a ton of gold to get the characters already, so I don't really want to spend too much time with other characters until I get Big Boss, till I get some of the other characters that are on here. But it's looking like everybody was right when they were saying that the amount of gold that they were using was insanely high without getting a character for the breeding event. I don't know what's up with that. That's kind of interesting. Normally it would only take me maybe upwards of 10 breeds to get a character. Like on the last breeding event, I got the character right away. Like I instantly got the character. So unfortunately this one, for some reason, I don't know, maybe just because Big Boss is just really hard to get already. Maybe they made him insanely hard to get as well as the other one, because that one was, I mean, it wasn't as hard to get, but it was a character that you did want to get. So let's see, like most of those characters on that list are, I wonder if we could use Saber first instead of Cyber. I don't know. I'm sticking with the Cyber first just to be safe because I don't know. We'll actually try this one. I'm just trying different characters because I don't know what's going to work for me. I don't know if what's going to work for you. Honestly, just use what you have. Some breeds are going to work for other people. Like I tried multiple breeds that people already done or I seen online and nothing. So, I mean, I can keep trying those ones, but I find that moving around, this isn't one of the characters, that's the character here. Like using your mutants, like just moving them around differently might help. So like if you're using a certain mutant, switch it up a little bit. I don't have that many Cyber Sabers. I do have a ton of just straight up Cybers, so I can do that. Same here. Maybe I'll try this. I don't know. I've seen most people using gens that were more like this one or this one. Like Bot Boa was one I seen a lot in like the breeding. Like people were getting characters with him quite a bit. Like not with the same character. I think I seen one with the Zinger. There was who was the other one? I don't know, there was a few other characters that it was working for, but yeah, this isn't looking good at all. I'm probably not going to get any characters. I highly doubt I'm going to get anything, which honestly sucks. Because I need those characters. So, not getting them does kind of suck. I mean, I can sit here and probably spend 1,000 gold if I wanted to, but the thing you got to remember is at a certain point you just got to give up. So if I do happen to reach that point, I might just give up. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm getting straight up enforcers. Like it's literally a waste of time at this point. I mean, I'm gonna try Bobo first. I'm gonna see if that works. I mean, I want to keep going, of course, but I've done this quite a bit. This is the first time I've seen them give away that many good characters. Like, there's some good characters. Like, Big Boss is a really hard character to get. Because one, you either got to buy him or you got to get lucky enough to get him in an event like this. So, if you do happen to get him, you're lucky. Because I've had him in at least 3 breeding events and I still have yet to breed him. So, yeah. And some of those events, I've spent upwards of maybe, I think my highest one's like 2k, maybe a little bit more. I don't know if that's one of the characters, because I'm pretty sure that's not a character you can actually breed currently. So I think that is a breeding event character. So I guess people were right with the whole Balboa one. I'm gonna keep using Balboa. Maybe I'll switch it up. And I think I'll keep him first actually, because that seemed to work. Let's try this. I don't know if this is gonna work or if it's gonna even give us a character, but at least we try something new, I guess. Yeah, if anything, I do just want Big Boss because he's the hardest one to get. The other ones, like, they're always in the shop and stuff like that. It's 27. That's not a character you can get. It's just because I'm using it. Yeah, Big Boss is the main one because it's going to be insanely hard to get him from, like, I tried to get him in the slots before, which I honestly do not recommend. Maybe, I don't know what to use. I mean, I'm running out of characters to use. It's like, I can only use Cyber Saber, so there's only so many characters I have with Cyber Saber. Yes, I have more. They're probably frozen and stuff like that, but they're not worth getting out just to breed one character, because then I have to put a ton away, and then it just gets complicated after that. But if we can pull Big Boss, nothing. This kind of sucks. Like, this breeding event, I don't know what their rates of breeding are in terms of actually breeding one of those characters, but the way I see it, it's not that good, most likely, because there was people that spent like 1,500 and didn't get a character. I happened to get one of them just because I was lucky, but it's still pretty bad when you're not breeding any characters. I mean, I could probably sit here for a good hour and breed characters for like 1,000 gold, but it's not looking good in terms of getting Big Boss. It really isn't. I mean, I'm going to continue to try because I really want the character here, but what am I supposed to do? I mean, it's pretty hard to get a character when it's just random, because you also have to take into account, I don't know how many characters they added in for this breeding event because I barely got on to do the breeding event, but you gotta tack on the legendary characters as well as the, I guess you can call them rare characters like Nordic Nightmare and stuff like that that you can breed with certain breeds. Especially like the cyber ones and stuff like that, like you gotta account for those as well as the 20 legendary, and then on top of that the breeding characters, and then with the breeding characters I don't know what the rate is, so it's probably insanely low compared to, let's say, a legendary mutant or just the rare characters, so you're gonna pull those a lot more often than you would a breeding character, but they don't give us stats on that, so yeah, that's unfortunate. They should tell us the stats on pulling these things, cause, or at least a chance to breed them or something, because we have no idea. We're just going in blind. We're using random characters. You gotta kind of figure it out yourself, see what works for you, see what doesn't, and then hope you get the character. Because I mean, I've had the right combo of gens, but it doesn't matter. It has to be the character. I don't know exactly how they decide what character pops out, because like as you see, it's going back and forth, and then we get one of the banner characters. So never mind, this one was a bad example, but like you can see, it picks random gens. So what do I do when I have, let's say, 2 or 3 guaranteed to have the same gen? Like, what do I do then? Because there's other characters that have the same gen, but we just happen to get lucky enough to get one of the characters that I needed. As to where Big Boss, I think they're the other way around. So, or I think they might be the same way around. I don't know. I haven't really done Big Boss in a while, but there's other breeds that have this gen, especially like I don't know the legendary list. Like I have the list, of course, but I didn't look through and see which ones were legendary cyber sabers. So I mean, there's gonna be some excluded, but there's at least 3 maybe, because the rare characters, the character that has this, I don't know, there's just a ton of different options when you're breeding, because I've got that gen multiple times, but it just happened to be lucky enough to get like a banner character on that one. So I don't know how it chooses what character comes out. So now we're going for, no, I think Big Boss has the same setup, because isn't he a cyber first? Or I mean, he's a saber first. No, he's a cyber first. Yeah, I think he's a cyber first. You know what, I'm gonna stick with Boa just because that guy's got me 2 different characters that might have worked. Well, one we needed, the other one we didn't need, which was that other character I got. But like you have Spinner Fury as well, that's in that list. Like it's the Zinger pops up. Like right now we're going for Big Boss, which I think is Saber Cyber. I don't know. And then you got the characters themselves that you're using. So if you're using Boa, you got to add that into the list using the project. So that adds 2 characters into the list of characters that this character could have been. So there's what, like 5 characters in all? Well, I think there's a lot more than that, but like the list gets smaller and smaller, and then the pull rates on certain characters are easier, I guess you should say. So like if you're breeding Nordic Nightmare, that'll pop up a lot more than, let's say, if you're trying to get one of like a Lancelot or like one of these other characters, even though they have the same gen. So Big Boss is going to be, I think, the harder character to get. Like if you're going for some of the other ones, you can just use the other gen types, but I'm gonna stick to these 2 because 3 of the characters that, well, all 3 characters actually I should say, are cyber sabers. So there's kind of no reason for me to switch what I'm doing now. And of course this is going to be a longer video. I'm going to go up to 20 minutes because I was hoping to get all 3 within the video, but it's not looking good. I've gotten 1 out of the 3 so far, and I've dropped about 300 gold. I got one of the characters, so I could go another 1,000. That's normally how I do it, depending upon my gold. Like if I have a certain amount of golds, of course I want to keep as much gold as possible, but if, let's say, I get a Big Boss or like certain characters that I actually need for bingo and stuff like that, for each new character I get, I tack on about 1,000 extra gold that I could use. Normally I don't go that high. Like I'll probably, like if I push it, I'll probably end up only going to 1,000, so I'm good. But let's say I did use 1,000 and didn't get any of those characters, then yeah, that would have been a waste of 1,000 gold. But the character I got is worth 4,000. Well, I believe it was in its platinum version when it came out. No, it might have been in its gold version actually, but it was 4,000 at the time it came out in the shop. So yeah, but as you can see, like I said, Cyberpunk and then Boa are added to the list, even though I got the right gens that I need for a character. So it's very based, I don't know, it's based on luck, but then again, we don't know the specific stats on the breeding. Like, how does it choose which character to put out? Like, what's the percentage of those 5 characters that share that same gen? Like, does one get like 50%, the other one gets like 25%, and then it just goes down from there, or something like that? Like, what does it choose between these? Like, Nordic Nightmares in there, the androids in there because there's 2 cybers. You could actually breed a warrior, which is another one that's in the list, and a robot. So there's 2 more into the list. Although those are those are probably rarer than the breeding characters, but you still got to add them to the list because it's choosing from that list. So there's about 10, maybe 10 plus characters that it's choosing from currently to pop out. So what percentage is Big Boss? What percentage is, well, we already got one of them. What percentage is the Spinner Fury one? Like, is the Spinner Fury higher or lower than Big Boss? Is there like a scale for that, or does it just randomly choose which character pops out? Like, they don't give us that information, which kind of sucks, honestly. I would like to know the pull rates on some of these characters, especially breeding characters for events like these, but yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Like, there's an example of one of the characters. Like, this is a basic, we'll call it a rare character, but it's one of the beginning characters that you breed all the way up. But that's another one you add to the list. Like, it's a pretty big list of characters, even though I have the right characters. And then of course I don't know what's special about some of these characters, if they give them boosts. Like, for some reason a lot of people that I've seen anyway have been getting the characters with Balboa. That's the character I got. I was using Balboa. So is there something special about that character in itself? Is it like up rate by like 1% or 5% or something? Like, I don't know. They don't give us any information beyond there's a breeding event, try your luck, and yeah, that's pretty much it. They're just like, here you go, here's a breeding event, good luck, see you later, hopefully you get the characters, and that's pretty much all we get. So far I've gotten one, which is the one in the back. I need Spinner Fury. I don't really need him. I'm mainly focused on Big Boss currently, but by the way it's looking, we're probably not going to get him. We're already 20 minutes in, so, and I've wasted 300 gold sitting here breeding. So yeah, that's never a good sign in terms of actually getting a character. But like I said, I can go another 1,000 easy. I don't know how much time we have left. Maybe by the time I'm pretty sure by the time you guys see this, the event will be over, because it ends today. I don't know what time they're gonna end it, because they didn't even give us a timer for that. Which, why would you not give us a timer? It doesn't make any sense. Because I want to know how much time I have to breed a Big Boss. Because if I only get like 2, 3, 4 hours or something like that, if I started at the beginning of the event, it wouldn't be a problem. It's just I was on during that time, so unfortunately I'm now racing to actually try to breed one. So you guys are probably going to see all of these after the event's already done, which normally I like to get it done as the event comes up and then you guys can see it. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, so let's just hope I am lucky enough to breed a Big Boss. Like, a Big Boss showed up in the side for gold, 100% would pay for it, just because it's that hard to get at this point. Like, it was a paid character at first, then they released it into the slots. Then they had it in multiple events, like multiple events. It's crazy how many events it's been in, and I have still yet to get it. It's just that hard to breed. Oh yeah, they had them in the other slot as well. What is the slot event called? Mutant slots or something like that. I don't know. They have had him in both of those events. Like right here, if he popped up right here, I totally would buy him. Although none of the banner characters are ever gonna pop up there, or I've never seen one pop up there. That'd be kind of weird if they did. Let's go with that. We'll go. I mean, I could use these other characters. There's not a problem using other characters. It's just a lot easier to use the gens you're looking for. Like the character oh my god, I can't. The character I have, or the character I am looking for, I should say, has the gen types. So that's why I have these specific gen types. And Big Boss just doesn't care. Come on, Big Boss. Big boss, enforcer again. There it is. There's two of the rare, we'll call them rare characters, but there are two of them that are added to the list, and then the two breeding characters, and then you add in the legendaries and the other characters. It's just a big ass list of characters that would be able to pop out. So far it's not looking good, and I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get this big boss. Oh man, we spent 14. I'm trying to keep it under 7 because that seems to be the good price to get as many done as possible, because I'm probably gonna sit here for at least a good hour, maybe, trying to breed this with 900, because we have about a 900 gold. Let's go with that, and then we'll go with that. Or actually, you know what? And you can actually use stars as well. Of course, it does increase the time, so yeah, I wouldn't do that. Plus, you would have to speed it up with gold, and then it would cost more gold. So I would not use stars, just get the regular version. Once you get the regular version, then that's when you start the stuff. Yeah, big boss is gonna be hard to get. We got the Zinger. Come on. 900 golds. I kinda wanna just keep trying these two because they're pretty cheap, and I'm pretty sure I can get off a ton of them. Another thing you can actually do is you can get out your robot, which, I mean, you should have. You have to get it up to gold for one of the bingos, so that's a good way to do it. Just get one gen type, which would be, of course, Cyber, and then get the warrior, which is Saber, and then voila. And it takes, I think, 30 minutes, which these are taking, so that's why it's only 7 gold. Actually, I take that back, it's an hour, this one, because that's why it's 7. The 30-minute one, I think, is 4 gold to speed up, so it is cheaper. I do have a warrior. I don't have a, well, I shouldn't say I don't have a robot, because I do have a robot. I just don't want to take it out and try to use it, because I don't think I've seen anybody get a character with a single gen mutant, although it's probably, I was gonna say it's probably a lot easier, but it's probably not. Actually, I take that back. It's probably the same set, because if you had just one gen switching back and forth, there's still a chance to mess it up, honestly, and pop out whatever we're gonna get here. Bam, big boss. Nope. And that's another thing that could happen. Oh my god. Like, if you had 2 different single gen mutants there, that wouldn't happen. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the event. I've got one character. I did get some of the other characters. I guess Singer's technically one of them, although he was already a legendary character you could breed, so I don't know why they threw him in there. But we got one. I need Big Boss at least. The other one, Spinner Fear, I'm not too worried about. If I can get Big Boss, that's gonna be about it. The first video, of course, probably gonna come out within the time, and then I'm gonna spend 900 gold, so whatever that turns into next. But that's gonna be about it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you guys got lucky enough to get the characters you were looking for. If not, sorry. The limit on breeding is nowhere to be seen, so hopefully they add that. Like, we need to know what the possibilities are for certain characters, because I want to know. I want to know how many breeds I would have to do to possibly get a big boss, and how much gold I would have to spend to get it. The cheapest way, of course, like I said, is Robot Warrior if you're going for those characters, but it also backfires because you do eliminate the android and the, what is it called, Nordic Nightmare, if you do it that way. But I think it's a lot harder to get characters that way because I've never seen anybody just use warrior and the robot or single gen mutants and breed with them, because it just makes it harder for some reason. I don't know what it is, but like I said, if we had the stats on that stuff, we would know which one's better. I'm gonna try it, I think, in the next video. Use robot warrior. It's a lot cheaper and a lot faster. I can probably get through quite a bit for a lot cheaper, so we'll see if that works out. That's gonna be about it for this one. This one's pretty long because I missed most of the events, so that's why I just stretched it out. But if you guys did make it that far, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys can like the video, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Any of all those things will definitely help me out, but we'll see you guys later.